Welcome in to WWE Raw, and we're kicking off this week's show with a big one. A match that was announced as SmackDown was going off the air last week from WWE Official Triple H. It's going to be our first men's Elimination Chamber qualifying match. It's going to be between the Intercontinental Champion, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu, and Bron Breakker. Fatu, a member of The Rock's bloodline. Bron Breakker, not a member of the bloodline, but did receive a special gift at the Royal Rumble, courtesy of The Rock, where he was gifted the 30th entrance spot in the Men's Royal Rumble. I guess Breakker was under the assumption that he and Jacob were supposed to work together to eliminate everyone else, and then the two of them be the final two in there, and then basically at that point the best man wins. Bron would save Jacob from elimination, and then Bron kind of felt like Jacob went a little off script and went into business for himself. Called out Jacob last week. The two of them got into it and had to be separated by security, and Bron Breakker from behind. And looks like we're not going to have a match here as the referee calling for the bell. And we saw last week on SmackDown, the bad blood has simmered to a boiling point very quickly between these two. Again, Breakker calling out Jacob Fatu last week when he felt that the Samoan Werewolf maybe called an audible in the Rumble, and decided to maybe not follow through with what Bron Breakker thought was originally planned out. He sends Jacob into the announce desk and slams his head right down on that Raw logo. Timekeeper quickly getting out of the way. Now Bron with a chair from underneath the ring and blast Jacob Fatu with it. And now just repeated shots with that chair. Obviously, we're not going to have a match here. I don't know what this means. But Bron Breakker attacking before the bell. The referee calling this one off. Next, we're going to see Chad Gable, your WWE European Champion, taking on Carmelo Hayes. And this is actually a rematch from last week. Gable, coming up on the losing end in that one, wanted another crack at Carmelo Hayes, and he gets it here on Raw. Seems like more, as of late, we've seen Carmelo Hayes more in tag team action with his tag team partner, Trick Williams. And while Gable did have issue with the loss last week, definitely one of those matches that felt like an upset as Gable misses with the elbow drop. Now Hayes looking to capitalize on the mistake of Chad Gable. Again, Kurt Angle in the corner of Gable, the coach of Team Angle. We will see another of Angle's Team Angle members Ivy Nile later in the night. She will be in a women's qualifying match for Elimination Chamber. Carmelo Hayes with the cover. And in back-to-back weeks, Carmelo Hayes picking up a win against Chad Gable. Well, looks like we're going to try this one again. Bron Breakker on his way out. Now Jacob Fatu. And Jacob Fatu now getting the jump on Bron Breakker. The referee trying to pull Jacob off, and Jacob just shoves him. And again, the referee calling this one off. I think in Triple H's mind, he thought, all right, here we have two guys who clearly don't like each other. They are intent on fighting each other. So let's put this match in the ring. We've got some stakes on the line, a spot in the men's Elimination Chamber match. And these two can't even be civil enough to handle it in the ring. Fatu now getting Breakker back to his feet. And again, I think Triple H thought this was what these guys wanted. Let's put them in the ring. Let's try to maybe draw some money on the hate that has quickly brewed between these two guys. Jacob Fatu slamming the badass down on the ramp. He's going to leave Breakker laying there just like Breakker left him earlier in the night. Triple H now on his way to the ring, and you got to think he's not happy about what has gone on here tonight. He says he should suspend both Bron Breakker and Jacob Fatu for their actions, but he's going to give them one more chance in the main event here tonight. And to make sure that this match actually goes down, he's going to be back out here as the referee. The WWE referees couldn't control the badass and the Samoan werewolf. Let's see if the game can maintain control and get this match in the ring. Next, we've got our first women's Elimination Chamber qualifying match. And it's going to be between Bayley and Ivy Nile. Looks like no Coach Angle in the corner of Ivy for this one, as Brutus and Julius Creed are in Ivy's corner. Ivy, the most recent former WWE Women's Champion, lost that title back at Starrcade to Nia Jax. Bayley, a former two-time WWE Women's Champion. And now the Creeds distracting Bayley, and Ivy able to take advantage of the distraction. Nile with a power bomb to Bayley. Dragon Sleeper locked in. Bayley trying to fight her way out, but no choice but to tap, as Ivy Nile becomes the first woman to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match. All right, boys and girls, main event time. Let's see if the third time is the charm, with Triple H on his way out as the referee. Can he find a way to control Bron Breakker and Jacob Fatu in this one? We're about to find out. Breaker now, the first one out. Looking around, gotta maybe see if Jacob might be waiting around a corner, but he's not. Jacob now on his way down to the ring. We are finally gonna get these two in the ring. There's the bell, and Bron Breaker not wasting any time. We want to make an announcement here, too, while this one's going on. Our next special live event is going to take place Friday night, August 15th at 10 p.m. Central Time, live on YouTube and Twitch. It's Clash of the Champions, and it's going to be our first WCW exclusive special event that we have done in our universe. It's going to be a week before Elimination Chamber. We did this for Tribute to the Troops a few months back, and we had a lot of fun, so we would love if you would join us. So make plans Friday night, August 15th, 10 p.m. Central Time. And join us for Clash of the Champions. Jacob Fatu now in the driver's seat. So far, Triple H has been able to manage the chaos between these two. Now Jacob, through the ropes, takes out Bron Breaker. And now sends Breaker into the barricade as Triple H starts the count. Kick to the midsection. And power bombs the badass. Triple H trying to get these guys back in the ring. And Jacob tosses Bron over the barricade. These two now in the crowd as we are to a count of 5. And Jacob just sending Bron further and further away. We are at 8. These guys are not going to make it back in the ring. And we're going to have a double count out here. What in the hell? Where do we go from here?